baby's first birthday. She offered me a slice of cake. My neighbor baked it special. I'm a toxicologist. I noticed the smell and panic flooded through me. I grabbed her arm hard. Don't let anyone eat that. The cake was poisoned. The smell hit me before the knife touched the frosting. Lydia was standing there with her hand on the cake server, smiling at the 15 guests crowded into her small dining room, and all I could think was that something was wrong. Terribly wrong. Chemically wrong. My training kicked in before my brain could catch up. I grabbed her wrist so hard she dropped the server. It clattered against the table. The room went silent. Oliver, her 1-year-old, was sitting in his high chair, frosting already smeared on his tiny fingers. My stomach dropped through the floor. I looked at those fingers, then at his face, searching for any sign that he'd actually tasted it. Lydia was staring at me like I'd lost my mind. Her husband Greg had already taken a step toward me, jaw tight, protective instincts flaring, but I couldn't explain, not yet. All I knew was that beneath the vanilla and buttercream, there was something else. Something that smelled like bitter almonds. I'd been working as a toxicologist at the state crime lab for 11 years. After more than a decade of analyzing poisoning cases, you develop a sixth sense. You start noticing things normal people don't. The way certain substances have distinctive odors, the way they interact with food, the way they present in victims. I'd testified in 38 homicide cases. I'd helped identify poisons that had baffled medical examiners for months. None of that prepared me for finding a poisoned cake at my best friend's baby's first birthday party. Lydia and I had been friends since college, roommates freshman year, bonded over late-night study sessions and terrible dining hall food. She'd been there when my engagement fell apart. I'd been there when she met Greg, when they got married, when Oliver was born. I was at the hospital within an hour. I'd held that baby when he was less than a day old. The party was on a Saturday afternoon in late April. Blue and white balloons everywhere. A banner strung across the living room. The guest list was mostly family, Greg's parents, Lydia's mom, a few aunts and uncles, plus a handful of close friends. I'd arrived early to help set up. I'd noticed the cake sitting on the counter almost immediately. It was beautiful. A 3-tier creation covered in pale blue fondant, little white stars and a crescent moon on top. Lydia had told me her neighbor Denise had insisted on making it. She's been so helpful since the baby came. Her voice was warm with gratitude, always bringing over casseroles, offering to babysit. I don't know what we'd do without her. I'd met Denise Whitmore exactly twice before that day, a woman in her mid-50s, widowed about 3 years earlier. Living alone in the house next door, she seemed pleasant enough, if a little intense. The moment I smelled that cake, my
High school dance, why?
I don't get it. Why do people keep talking about it?
It's just a big thing in school. You ask someone to go with you, then dance and party.
So it's like a date?
Yeah, but it's a whole event. People get dressed up, take photos and all that.
Only 1% of people can comment prom with their eyes closed.
That's so easy, bro. Primero, what? It's impossible.
So this prom thing